It's been almost a year and a half now since I dropped a video saying, oh my god, I found the platform that I'm obsessed with the most, and that platform was Fourthwall. And I feel like I've never actually made a video that says what is Fourthwall and puts the information in one place, which is why I'm making today's video, which is all about what is Fourthwall and what can you do with it? Is it for you? How can you make money with it? My experience with Fourthwall and my plans with Fourthwall, including plans for future videos and tutorials. So if you're interested in learning what is Fourthwall, learning how you can monetize an audience you have on YouTube or Instagram as a content creator, or find a cool free platform to start a print-on-demand store or selling digital downloads, watching this video is probably a very good use of your time because that's what today's video is about. I'm going to cover a lot of topics in this video, informative and instructive, because there will be a screen part of the video where I'm actually going to show you how things are done on Fourthwall itself. But before I do that, I just have to get one thing out of the way, and that is to introduce myself because I keep forgetting. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Passive Income with May. I'm May, otherwise the name of the channel would be very, very dumb. And on this channel, I share tutorials on things that I do myself relating to passive income, whether it's book publishing, building a website, print-on-demand designs, marketing, and all that stuff. And if that is interesting to you, feel free to subscribe. But let's go on to our topic of today's video, which is what is Fourthwall? Fourthwall is a free shop builder that allows you to have a shop, whether on a subdomain of theirs or a domain that you purchase that can be integrated. And this shop builder is already integrated with print-on-demand products and allows you to sell not just those, but also digital downloads, products that you yourself have, create memberships, kind of like Patreon, and even accept donations, kind of like Buy Me a Coffee. You can also create multiple informative pages, edit your menu, and of course design the theme of the website a little bit to your liking, match the font or the colors to your branding style, and have things like a links page or an about page or contact page. And it's actually very easy to do it, even though the platform is restrictive and you don't have as many options to create a page or to do things within a page like you would have with WordPress or Shopify or even the hosting or website builder. It is the basics of what you need to do to get a website started and to make it look good. So who is Fourthwall for? Fourthwall originally started for content creators, people on YouTube, people on Twitch, people on Rumble. I think Rumble is a thing, right? Rumble used to be a thing, or is it still a thing? I don't know. And it was designed to make it very easy for a content creator to start sharing their merch. And for those of you not from the print-on-demand world, let me walk you through why this is easy. Let's say I want to have a print-on-demand store using Printful or whatever supplier. I will integrate that with a Shopify store, which costs me money, and I will have to create the products on Printful, then integrate them to Shopify, then bring people to my Shopify store. And if someone's going to buy something, they're basically going to pay me, and then I'm paying Printful. So of course I need to price myself accordingly. With Fourthwall, that is not the case. You actually design things on Fourthwall themselves. It's already integrated with Printful. And when the buyer or your viewer or your subscriber goes in and decides to buy something, they pay Fourthwall, not you, with your margin already embedded within Fourthwall, and you get commission once a month for everything you sold. Again, that doesn't have to be print on demand, that could be digital downloads, your memberships, or even donations. And while you don't have to be a content creator in order to have a shop on Fourthwall, you do have to bring in your own traffic. And I feel like this came up in a bunch of videos that I did about Fourthwall when they said, oh, this is only for content creators. I will have to bring in my own traffic, so I'd rather have a Shopify store. Well, if you have a Shopify store, you still need to bring in your own traffic. No one just goes to shopify.com searching for things to buy. It's a shop builder, it's a tool. And I feel like that is the most important part, trying to find the platform that is just right for you. So for example, let's say you wanted to sell any kind of print-on-demand merch that doesn't exist on Fourthwall, then Fourthwall would probably not be a good option for you. Or if you want to have this elaborative system where products recommend each other and people sign up and they get a fortune wheel to turn around and get a coupon code, a bunch of the features of Shopify, for example, then Fourthwall isn't for you. But if what you're looking for is a place to sell t-shirts, merch, mugs, membership, digital files, Fourthwall is probably the coolest and easiest option for you because it does have a lot of products already embedded in it. They do customer service for you, and it's free and easy to start with. So let's talk about what you can sell on Fourthwall, or basically how to make money from Fourthwall. The first thing, as I mentioned, is selling print-on-demand merch. When you sell print-on-demand merch on Fourthwall, you basically create the product on Fourthwall yourself and post them with a margin for you. I'm going to show you in a bit how it's done when we get to the screen part. Don't worry if anything I'm saying right now sounds a bit confusing. These products are going to be made to order when a client pays Fourthwall, and you're going to get your commission once a month. For the print-on-demand product, Fourthwall does customer support for you, which is pretty amazing. So if something goes wrong with an order or people have any questions, they don't really contact you, they contact Fourthwall, which is pretty epic. And I do know that their customer service is very, very helpful. I've had issues myself when an order came out wrong and they fixed it within a day. Just, oh, we're going to send you the right one. No need to bring back anything or ship back anything. So it was really, really cool and really, really painless. Also, for those of you from the print-on-demand niche who are worried about the GPSR, because Fourthwall is the actual merchant on record, they're the ones actually taking money from the client. They're the ones who are in charge for the GPSR, all the information, and all the GPSR information based on a specific product is already going to appear when you list your product. You literally cannot see it because you cannot remove it, and it's already going to be there. And I know that it's also backdated, so the products that you already have on Fourthwall were immediately updated to the GPSR. I feel like they're the platform who did it the best, because I do know a lot of people on Shopify that when the GPSR started, they were like, how am I supposed to go over and do everything manually, or on Etsy? So Fourthwall has been an amazing convenience when it comes to that. When it comes to commissions on that, Fourthwall doesn't really take commissions from your print-on-demand merch because they already make money from the merch itself. They have a deal with Printful or with the other suppliers that they're using for this integration. So whenever you set up a product, you just say how much money you want to charge for it, and you can see how much money approximately you're going to get. Now, most platforms like Shopify, even Patreon, charge 2.9% plus 30 cents as a fee for payment processing, which is the same as Fourthwall for pretty much everything. When it comes to digital downloads like printables, PDFs, JPEGs, audio files, all of that, you can upload these products onto Fourthwall and they will take 3% commission from the price, which I think is pretty nice because you're not paying the platform any money to have your shop there. And as for managing memberships, which again is kind of like Patreon, where you can have like exclusive content on your Fourthwall store, they charge 5% of all memberships. And again, you get paid once a month by setting your billing directly to your bank account. And I really recommend anyone who is thinking about having a Fourthwall shop or a shop anywhere, before you do any work, set up your billing. See that it fits your country or the payment processing that you are working with that you can get paid from. Otherwise, you can do all that work for nothing. By the way, if you want to start a Fourthwall store, feel free to go scroll down below to the description of this video. You will find a referral link from me that basically gives you money to start testing out merch from the print-on-demand side. It's a little bit of an added bonus. If you click on my link, there will be a few dollars added to your account so you can have a discount or money to order your own merch and test it out, because I do recommend testing out your own merch before you start selling it, especially if you are a content creator. Literally getting merch that you yourself wear on videos that people can later on buy. It's like the most direct approach to selling anything online. Now, I do want to talk about my experience with Fourthwall so far, my plan for the future, and a few notes or tips at the end. But before I do that, I'm going to take you to my screen and actually show you how Fourthwall looks inside, because I feel like everything we've talked right now is a bit theoretical. So I do want to share something very practical with you guys and show you how Fourthwall looks, the dashboard, how to upload a product, how to do some stuff before you decide to check it out, or maybe just to give you a good feeling before you check it out, to know that you're not just like jumping in the water with a new platform. So let's go to my screen and have some fun with Fourthwall. Welcome to Fourthwall, and I'm just going to quickly log in. And as you can see, I have several shops that I can log in through the system. Some of them are mine, some of them were made during tutorials, and some of them actually belong to other people, and they made me an admin because that's a thing. I'm going to show you how it's done when we get to that part of the dashboard. But for now, let's go to the main shop that I am currently working on and decided to start with, which is Blueprint Reflections. And this is the homepage. You can quickly just start creating a new print-on-demand product. You can order products for yourself with your sample credit, which I think I've mentioned in the beginning, or there will be details about this in the description. If you use one of my links, you basically get sample credit for yourself, and I also get one for me. There are quick links for apps to help you grow, which is connecting to YouTube Shelf, TikTok Shop, Instagram and Facebook shops, and there are more apps on the left side over here, which I will show you when we get to this. We're basically going to go over the entire dashboard from top to bottom to make sure that we don't miss anything. Then you can add a referral link to your own shop to refer other people to open a shop, and it can appear on homepage. You can boost your sales with a discount for someone who abandoned their cart, and you can refer a friend. check out the help center, guides, and tips. And I think that your dashboard might look a little different when you're just starting because it's also going to ask you if you want to join their Discord server or a bunch of other cool stuff. Moving on to the second part of our dashboard, which is orders. I have been using the same exact shop up until a few months ago for a different niche and a different topic. And I left that niche for various reasons, and now I'm using it for Blueprint Reflections. And in the past few months, the orders that were made were mine because I was doing a lot of test ordering to test the products that I want to be in my shop. The reason why I'm showing you this and not showing you the actual orders dashboard from a different shop is because then it will show you all the names of the people who ordered and how much they paid, and I don't think that's the right thing to do. With each and every one of your orders, you can go into the person who made the order. In this case, again, that would be me. I am testing out the Gildan 64,000. I think I've already tested out a bit, but I'm now testing it with black and white, and you can basically see all the details about the person who ordered. You can view the shipping address if you want to. You can even edit it. For example, if someone contacted you and said, oh, that's not a good shipping address, I did a mistake. And of course, you can see their email and a total breakdown of the order and how much you made, which again, this was a test order, so it was nothing. Now we have thank yous over here. And here I did blur out the names of the people. These were orders that were still related to my older shop that I had here. And this mostly work using the Fourthwall app. You can actually send people who ordered from you a thank you message using an audio or a video or a picture to thank them, which I think is pretty cool. Over here, you can see the products that are yet to be shipped, which I don't have any because my latest order was shipped already. Moving on to products. I think that's the most interesting part of them all in this video. Here you can see the list of the products that you already have in your shop right now. And if you have a product that you want to edit, you simply click on it and you can go into the edit page. But if you want to create a new product, there are 3 types of products that you can create on Fourthwall. You can design something new, sell something I have, or sell a digital product. Design something new will take you to the print-on-demand access to basically design print-on-demand products. Most of them are from Printful, but some are not from Printful. You can sell something you have, a physical item that you're going to be in charge of shipping it, or sell a digital product. I'm going to run you through quickly how to do each and every one of those. So let's design something new. What would you like to create? We have the bestsellers and staff picks right at the top, which are these 2 t-shirts that apparently people buy the most. And we have this Cotton Heritage Unisex Premium hoodie. I actually don't like the Cotton Heritage hoodie. I'm surprised it's such a bestseller. And the Yupung Classic Dad Hat, which I think I have it as a test order coming in the next few days. And Kiss Cut stickers. If you scroll down, you will see other products, but these are products based on my search and some of the bestsellers. You don't have to go through. Wait, what was that? Did I see a tank? Oh, yeah, the next level. They added the Raceback next level tank tops. I actually have one in route to me. You can click on all products to get a better view of this, and there are 343 products integrated with Fourthwall that you can sell. You can narrow down your search based on the category of this: apparel, accessories, drinkware, home and living. You can filter by color. You can filter by a minimum, because some of the products have a minimum. We're going to see those in a bit. You can filter them by production method, if it's all over print, sublimation, DTG, DTFX, embroidered, digital printed. You can filter things by the print regions. Basically, if I want to print something only on the back, or if I want to print something that I can print on the sleeves. You can go by brand, where it ships from, and bestsellers, new or staff picks. I'm going to go, for example, to apparel. And here you can see all of the types of apparel that you have. Let's say I want to sell hoodies, but I want to make sure that they are shipped from the EU, for example. And here I will see the hoodies that are available for shipping from the EU. The minute I clicked on ship from the EU, you see that I can't click on sweaters anymore or sleepwear because those are shipped from China, so it's not even available. If I click on accessories, I'm still staying with the shipping from the EU. So no jewelry, keychains, magnets, pins, or yoga mats. Those are mostly sent from the US. If I click on drinkware, I can mostly sell all of them. Home and living, no gaming items, no plushies, no print paper goods. And I do want to show you some of those because they're cool. So let's cancel that. Now we're talking about gaming products here because Fourthwall started with a very large audience of creators on Twitch, which is why you can see some sets of keyboards, but they have a minimum for them. That means that you will have to pay yourself a minimum for these products and of course sell them for a higher amount. And I don't recommend doing it if you're just starting out. Now, if you are interested in some of the minimum cost products, for example, the gaming ones or the plushies that have a minimum on them, I really recommend you contact Fourthwall. You can literally not start with this. It's a requestable item. You can request a product but not design it, and you can schedule an appointment with Fourthwall fairly quickly to consult one of them and go through this process with them because these are very unique products. Now, the first time that I ever saw Fourthwall, which was almost 2 years ago, my first reaction was like, oh my God, these look exactly like the Printful mockups or the Printful models. And yes, it's because most of these products are from Printful. For example, if I click on this product, you can see the catalog name of this exact product. You can see the base price that it starts with. This is the base fulfillment price. You can see all of the details about this specific product, including information about the model. You can see how it's manufactured and who manufactures it. So this is manufactured by Dub Bao Textile. This is not made by Printful. But if I go back and just click on this one, the Comfort Colors 1717, you can see that it's manufactured by Printful. This is exactly how you can see who is the production company of this specific product. Now, one thing that I do want to say here, and let me, for example, go to one of the items that I'm thinking about adding on, which is the Gildan 64,000. There are many, many colors for the 64,000. You can click on printed here and change it to be either DTG or DTFX, or to choose for you based on the best production method. I always choose manually, or you can use embroidery. Now, if you know anything about Printful when it comes to embroidery, embroidery has an extra added cost, which doesn't exist here. You don't have to pay digitation fees when you're designing with Fourthwall embroidered products. Now, I can see that it will ship from the US, the EU, Canada, UK, Australia, Japan, and Brazil. However, a small tip from me is to go into Printful and actually check the specifics of this product. So we are talking about the Gildan 64,000. I'm going to enter that one here, 64,000. And it's not the 64,000L. That one is not on Fourthwall yet. It's just the 64,000 unisex. I'm actually kind of looking forward for them to bring in the 64,000L. And here, if you scroll all the way to availability, you can see that different colors are available in different fulfillment centers around the world. And I do put that information in my shop. I would either say that a certain color is made only in the EU and in the US, or I would just flat out use just the colors that I know are manufactured in the location that I want to sell to. This is also the case for mugs, for example. So I'm going to go into one of the mugs that I have here. And there are 3 different sizes for that mug, 11 ounce, 15 ounce, and 20 ounce. And based on the information that I got from Printful, I actually wrote down made with love and shipped worldwide from multiple locations. For sizes 11 ounce and 15 ounces, shipping is from the EU, Latvia, or Spain, US, Australia, Canada, and the UK. 20 ounce mugs are available to be shipped from Latvia and the US. And that is because I don't want people to just see that it's available from Canada. They're going to order the 20 ounce mug and then it's going to come from the US. And then they'll be like, oh, I have to pay taxes for that. So I'm always putting down this information here first. And the exact information is from the Printful catalog. And I do have to say this, you don't need to have any shop integrated with Printful, and the products that you're going to be designing on Printful are not going to be imported or exported into your Fourthwall store. Because if you want to design something here, let's say a printed t-shirt, you click on design now on Fourthwall and you do this on the spot on this platform. And since I clicked, let's show you how to create a design for a t-shirt. We can click on colors to say, for example, I want all of these colors available, or I just want some of the light ones available, and let's deactivate those. And this is how you choose the base color for your shirt. If I click on artwork, I can see previous things that I've uploaded if I want to add them on, or I can click here on upload image to upload a new one that hasn't been here yet. So for example, I have this one, feeling successful today, don't ruin it. I can make it a tiny bit bigger. My design is big enough. I can design for this shirt the back, the left sleeve, the right sleeve, and the inside label if I want to. I usually don't do all of these. The minute you add on to them, you should know that it creates a larger price. So for now, the cost to fulfill this product is $9.50. But let me see if I click on left sleeve and I put some of this in. Oh, this shirt is going to make no sense. Now the price is much higher because we're printing on another section as well. Let's click on preview and see what we've done. Feeling successful today, and here I can already see on the side here the design printed on the sleeve, as well as here, as well as here. Here we can see it just a tiny bit. Here we can't see it because it's rotated to the other side, but we can see it here. And if I switch to a different color, I can see how they look on different colors. Let's say I remove this one for now. And let's say I just want this color and white and natural and ash. Where do they have ash for this one? No, I don't think they have ash for this type of shirt. The minute I finish designing it and I like it, I'm just going to click on next. And then it's going to render the product, which could take a few seconds or up to a minute, depending on the product. This is where you will add your product name. So for example, I'm going to write test because it's not an actual product, and your product description. Now for me, product description should include several things. And let me just go to one of my products in my store just to give you an example. I'm going to go with the sweatshirts, with the embroidered sweatshirts, for example. And let's click on one of them. So I wrote that I'm obsessed with these because I am obsessed with these. And I love these color combination and slogan. The sweatshirt has this slogan on it. It makes it a great sweatshirt for a type of person or persons or audience. Basically explaining to your own niche, why would they like this? I also added a photo of me here with the color of it cropped. So I wrote that I personally cut out the color of the sweatshirt, but it is shipped uncropped. And then I wrote made to order and ships worldwide from these countries and with these colors. Now, back to our uploading thing. This is what you write in your product description. You can have your text bold, italic, cross the line under it, or actually create text that is also a link to somewhere. For example, if you want to link to a video or to an Instagram post where you were seen wearing this item. And this is the interesting part. This is where we decide how much money we're going to make. Now, unlike most print-on-demand shops that you own yourself, the client pays you and then you pay the supplier. But here, the client is paying Fourthwall and Fourthwall are giving you commission. So if I say that I want to sell this for $17, this is how much I'll be making per sale. This is basically minus the cost of fulfillment that Fourthwall is taking, and they are paying that to Printful. From this price, there is also the commissions that are going to be taken down, and you actually cannot price this any lower or in a place where you can lose money. You have to price it from 12.5 or higher, just in case there is a small discount for abandoned cart, just in case there are processing fees and stuff like that. So you cannot process a t-shirt under 12.5, which if you will do 12.5, that's a $3 per sale. I still don't know how I'm going to price my t-shirts. I was thinking about $17, but we'll see. Let's say I'm doing $17 and I click on either save as hidden or publish now. I'm going to click on save as hidden because it's not a real product that I want to do for my shop right now. And it takes me to, congratulations, your product is hidden. I can click here and change it to public, or here and edit the product better. And here we have a bigger look at what's going on. You can add your own mock-up photos for your products here. You can edit the product design all over again. You can add compare at price if that is something that you want. And you can edit additional sections. And these were filled out automatically, like more details of the actual material and quality and guarantee returns. I really don't recommend editing that because these parts are connected to the GPSR. Now, if I'm going to go over to the actual product and see it, you're going to see that under more details, the EU GPSR product information is already filled out for you. You can literally not remove it because it's a legal requirement, and people will also see other products under it. By the way, most of the print-on-demand products you're going to find on Fourthwall are integrated with Printful. And if you want to see their quality, you can just search on YouTube Printful product review for a specific mug type, for a specific t-shirt type, or even search my channel. I have a full playlist just with product reviews. So every time you see that I'm reviewing a product of Printful, most likely you can also sell it on Fourthwall. Just wanted to say that a little bit, and let's get back to the screen. One thing that I do want to show you that I found out, which is really cool, on the product page, if you're on a print-on-demand product, you can click on the settings here, click on advanced settings, and add a digital download to this product, which means that if someone orders this print-on-demand product, they also get a digital file. That file can be a thank you or something cute from you, or that file can be related to the product. So for example, if I'm selling notebooks, I can add a digital download for journaling prompts for my niche on that notebook, which I'm really thinking about doing because that could be really, really cool. Going back here, there are other things that you can do with the product. You can change the URL of the product, which will, by the way, change automatically the minute I decide on a different name, test for video. The minute I save this, it's going to pop up and ask me if I want to change the URL of this product, which I did. And you can also duplicate products to make things much easier for you as you go along. For example, let's say I have this product, which is a tumbler. I can duplicate it from here or directly from here, and that will open the same product again, copy of. I can click here on edit product design and change the design on it, but still all the information is already here, which will make the process much faster and much easier for me and save me some time with uploading new products. Going back to all products, you can see that this product was created as hidden. I'm gonna archive it because no. And we also have the test for a video that was created. Let's archive that one. Cool. I'm going to stop here for a second just to ask you guys, if you want to see a full video of me just designing a bunch of products to my shop, do let me know in the comments, because I was thinking to make a video that is kind of like 10 different products that I'm designing. What emphasis am I putting on each and every product? What am I writing in the comments of it? How am I going to get my mockups or my designs? So please let me know in the comments down below. Now let's go back to create new product, and you can sell something that you have. You name the product, you put in a description, and in this case, you really do need to write everything down, because there is no more information coming from Fourthwall, because it's not a product that they know, it's something that you have. You need to choose a product category, because that goes into taxes in many, many countries. And you can edit additional sections like the quality guarantee and returns. The selling price, with how much you're going to sell it. And again, you are not going to pay anyone for fulfillment for this, because this is a product that you have. And I'm shipping orders myself. How much do they weigh? And the number of days after the order is received. Add your photography, design, basically add the photos that people are going to see, and put in your inventory. You can add variants and a bunch of other stuff. And the way to control the price of shipping is going to be done from the settings, and we're going to get to that. For now, I do not have products that I sell myself, so I'm skipping that. Create new product, sell a digital product. Fill in the page, the name, the description, the product category for calculating taxes, the selling price. Drop the file that people are going to get when they order the product, because again, it's a digital product, and photography, basically the product images. Now, if you price something as 0, it's going to be a freebie. And if you need more details about that, I actually made a full tutorial on how to upload digital downloads to a Fourthwall store, and I will leave a link to that one down below. Moving back to our all product, and I'm going to remove these because it's pissing me off that it's there. Definitely not a part of the tutorial. Okay, and we have collections. I can create a new collection, name it whatever I want, and add products to that collection. You don't have to sift through all of them. You can just type in, for example, sweatshirt, and it will give me all of the sweatshirts that I can add to a collection. If I go back to a collection that I actually have, for example, let's go to the tumblers. Here, you see these dots? I can change the order that the tumblers appear on the main page of this collection. So if I'm going to go here now back to my shop and go to the merch of tumblers, this is the first tumbler that appears. It's this one. This will be the second one, and so on and so on. And let's say I want to work hard, play harder to be the first one. Let me save this. I'm going to go back to the tumblers, refresh the page, and now this tumbler is the first one that will appear. In my case, my product belonged to several collections, because if you look at my store, you can see that people can find merch based on the product type, but they can also find merch based on the specific inside niche for that. So let's say you have floral designs or grungy designs, you can make collections for either, but then you can make collections for phone cases and mugs that will incorporate this. In my case, this is human design, so I have designs made for human design generators, and here you will see a mishmash of products, but the niche is the same one, the audience is the same one. But if I'm going to go to human design stickers, I can see stickers made for different types of designs. Going back to our menu, we have promotions, where you can add a promotion code, and I'm just going to show you how it looks from inside. You can have a shop promo to offer discounts on your shop. You can have a membership promo, because Fourthwall has memberships as well, and giveaway links, which you can also do from this place. Let's say you want to do a shop promo for products. You type in the promo code. You can put in a minimum order value. For example, this promo code only works if you order, I don't know, $100 or more. You can select the countries that it will work on. You can put a percentage off or a flat amount off. So the promotion can be 50% off, 5% off, or it could be $5 off. The promotion can actually be just free shipping for something, or it could be a free product which you can add in here. So for example, I can create a digital download product, and no matter what someone orders, if they put in this promo code, they will get a free download product. Now, the promo code can apply to everything that they want to buy or to selected products. So you don't have to put this promo code on all of the products. And that is something that you need to calculate based on the amount of revenue that you're making from each product. You can limit this code for one use per customer or limit the total number of times that the code can be used. For example, the first 10 people to use this code are going to get la 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 la. Back to promotions, and I'm choosing to leave because I don't have a promotion right now, and I'm going to hit on memberships. This is, I feel like, should be a separate video on its own, but yes, you can run memberships directly from Fourthwall if you don't want to use the ones from YouTube, or open a separate Patreon account. And the way that memberships work is by creating tiers. You can have one tier, and that's fine too, but clicking on creating a tier, add new tier, the tier title, the description of it, an image for it if you want to, and how much people will be charged per month for this. You can also offer a free trial or a discount for new members, or ask them to put their shipping address during checkout, because maybe your membership is kind of like one of those boxes that someone gets every month, or a postcard that you send them, or something like that. If I go back to the overview, the memberships, I can click on posts, and every new post that I create, whether it's text, image, video, audio, or poll, would be either for every member, will be for selected tiers, or everyone, which will make this public. So all members is all tiers, selected tiers is a specific tier that you want, and everyone is basically a public thing that everyone can see. You can put in all the details here and add new tags. This is where you have messages. Yes, I want to leave. This is mostly for members who send you messages. This is not something that I enabled here because I'm not doing memberships yet. You can click on video series if you want to add a video series. I feel like it's kind of like a small course or something like that. That could be a really cool feature. And I'm actually hyping myself up on using it down the line. Here you can see the members that you will have if you have this, perks and tiers so you can edit them, and general settings. I recommend looking at this yourself. Moving on to designing our website, entering site design. The first thing you're going to see is the homepage, and this is not a full design your Fourthwall shop tutorial. This is what is Fourthwall, so I recommend you clicking on things and see what happens. This is where we design the layout, which is basically all of our custom pages, the checkout page, the coming soon page, designing the header and the announcement bar. We can design the style, logo, color, typography, social links. We can design each page, and we can edit the theme of the entire Fourthwall store. I do recommend finding the theme that you want before you start editing the pages, because those pages might not transfer to a different theme. Now, I do want to show you something when it comes to the layout or to the pages. That's going to go to the page, and I'm going to add a new page just to show you what you can do inside a page in terms of this shop builder. Title, hello, test. Great, that's going to be the URL of the page, hello, test. And this is what you can add. You can add a piece of text, which is exactly what we had first of all. About, text, great. We can add an image. This is literally just one image, and the image can be linkable to something. We can make this section full width or not. And the background style could be secondary background color, or a mix of both, which is what it does here. Let's add another section, image with text. So what we have here is image, heading, text, button. You can edit the heading text here, the actual text here, the button to point into whatever you want. You can have multiple buttons. You can change, obviously, the image by uploading a new one. For example, this one, just a random thing. And you can decide if the image is going to be on the left or on the right. Ta-da! Let's add another section, image banner. This is how I usually like to start my pages. And you can change, make the banner full width, edit the text that appears here, edit the button, or just decide that you do not want to have a button at all. Put an overlay on the image, change the image by deleting it and adding a new one, change the color that appears on top of it, like this one, for example. And let's move on to other sections you can add. A video banner, a custom HTML, a links list, an announcement bar, a video with text. You can add a featured collection. This would be one collection. For example, just show me the generators, call it gifts for generators, show a button. That button is going to click to the entire collection of that specific topic. And I want to show 6 products. Ta-da! Let's go back, add another section, a collection list. This will be multiple collections or just a featured product on its own. You can add membership tiers. Memberships are currently not enabled, so it's not going to show much. You can add recent posts. If you posted 2 memberships, and these recent posts can be shown all types, or just text, or just video, all tags that you have if you go through tags, each video series that you have, etc., etc. This is based on your own settings with the membership, so make sure to do it well. You can also put in your Instagram feed if it's connected to it, or your YouTube feed, or your TikTok feed. One thing that I do like is that you can add a donations button here. So you can pretty much add to any page a donation button, which will also appear at checkout, which is something pretty cool. And you can decide what will be the amounts that will be pledged. And I really urge you to explore the things that you can do with it, because you can do a lot of things with your pages. For example, for this page of mine, this is a page, this is the full width image banner, and that text that is half empty, half not, half outlined, half not. And then this is basically the text box, which is title and text. And then this is the image with text. So image, title, text, button. This is a links list. This is again image, button, image, text, button, image, text, button, all the way. And if I go into one of these, most of my pages are made out of the image and text in here without a button, for example. But this is how most of my pages are created. Again, there are many other things that you can do with your site design. For now, what I'm going to choose to do is to go back to my hello test pages, hello test, and delete the page. You can also duplicate pages, by the way, from the pages, which is really, really cool, and it will save you some time if the page includes the same amount of information or the same layout that you want on a different page. I'm going to save this. Hopefully I didn't break anything in the process, and get out of the site design to go back to analytics. By the way, if you like this video so far or found this content useful, please hit the like button down below, because every time you do that, YouTube thinks, hey, this is a cool video. I'm going to show it to more people, and it really does help my channel. Back to the screen. Now I've actually switched to a different account right now just to show you how the analytics look like when it's not connected. You can click on connect for free to connect to Google Analytics, but you're going to have to set it up on Google Analytics first. And you also have reports that you can download from analytics. For example, I want the last 90 days and I want to download average order value or sales over time or donations or memberships. Moving on to apps, and these are apps that can be connected with Fourthwall. So for example, an Instagram feed, you can see that it's connected. Members only Discord server, basically creating a Discord server for your members. I don't know why it's disconnected. I think I just clicked on it once, but I'm not really using it because I don't have members. YouTube product shelf, you can integrate this with YouTube based on your settings on YouTube as well. Twitch gifting, connecting to Twitch, X shops, TikTok feed, TikTok shop, meta ads, Zapier, which I don't know Zapier that well, but I know that some people are using them. Stream Elements alert, Streamlabs alerts, members only audio on Spotify, MailChimp, Klaviyo, discounts for Twitch subs, Beehive, Kit, Lalo, Vimy Video Commerce, customer reviews by EchoBrain, and ShipStation. And last but not least, settings, my creator name, Blueprint Reflections. Supporters will see your creator name during checkout and on marketing emails. They also see your logo when they order print-on-demand products. I'm going to show you this in a video. I'm going to show you some of my merch probably in the next few weeks. Here is a customer support email address. Now, they handle customer support for you for the print-on-demand products that you're selling. And most likely, a lot of people are going to contact them because this is automatically appearing on the contact page, an automatic email where they know at Fourthwall that this person came from your shop. But let's say this person came and they have a question and Fourthwall doesn't have the answer because it's about a product, for example, that I'm selling myself or a digital download, or someone just wanted to ask me a question about human design. So this email address is an email address for customer support from Fourthwall to contact you if they cannot reply to that question. This actually did happen with my ex's shop because he was selling code as a digital product and we didn't put any other email address. And someone had a question about the version of this app that he designed, and Fourthwall forwarded that question to him. Site details like your site title, more description that I do need to write a little bit more and go over this. Social sharing image, which will be the image that people will see if you share this link on social media. Email marketing if you have subscribers to upload. Manage tracking pixels and cookie settings. Basically, enable cookie policy. That's it. I don't recommend moving that. Moving to team, this is where you can see the team members for this shop. Now you can invite a new member either as someone who can design things. Let's look at the roles here. Someone who does customer support, fulfillment support, designer. So this person can basically design some of the products for you, or you can add someone to be a super admin if they want to help you with your store. I myself am an admin, again, as I said, in several other people's stores, so it appears right with me here, the same way that I can see my own stores. Shipping. This is where we decide how much we want to charge for shipping or how to calculate shipping for the products that we ourselves sell. This has nothing to do with the print on demand shipping. The shipping profiles for the print on demand products are done automatically. This is only for the products that you sell yourself. Connect your own domain, which is pretty easy. I'm going to show you how it looks on a different thing that isn't connected. I think this one shouldn't be connected. You get a free subdomain from Fourthwall. So right now this was the manifestoshop-shop.fourthwall.com. So let's say you put in, I don't know, Barbara. So barbara-shop.fourthwall.com will be a free subdomain that you get. Or you can click here and connect your domain by putting in whichever domain you want and following the instructions to connect it. I'm going to go back to my user because my domain is already connected, so it doesn't really look like much need to be done. I can look at the DNS records if I want to, or remove this domain, which I do not do. Billing and payout is where you set your account and your payment methods. I really recommend doing this automatically, and here you can see the history of the amounts that you were sent and paid. And as you can see here, based on the dates, around July, that was the time that I kind of stopped working on that previous shop and was looking for different ideas on what to do with this specific shop. That's why there is a gap between the payments, and I'm surprised I'm already supposed to get this money. Huh, how did this happen? Interesting. Okay, samples. This is where you can see your sample credit and create a new order of samples to order. Referrals is only something for people who are officially affiliates with Fourthwall like me. Checkout. Accept PayPal checkout, which means an additional 1.5% for payments from outside the US. These are the processing fees for PayPal. So it's your decision if you want to accept PayPal or not. Accept buy now, pay later, like Afterpay or Klarna. I do not do that. Local currencies, these will be the currencies that will be displayed. I can also choose to show like Mexican currency or Japanese currency if I want to. And reminders for checkout and abandoned carts, or to give them a boost of an email, like a 5% promo. And for developers, will not be covered in this video because I'm not a developer, and I think that if you want to do anything relating to developing, you should contact Fourthwall and ask them to guide you through it. And with that, we're done with the screen part of the video, but the video is not done yet. Thank you for still watching at this point, if you are. So take it away, me. And we're back to me, and I hope that you see now that the system is actually very simple. It's very simple to use, it's very simple to learn. There is a bit of a charm into not having a lot of options when it comes to website design, because then you can't really make a lot of mistakes, and also you can't really play around with it too much. You just have the basics, which for me, I'm coming from over a decade of working with WordPress and about 2.5 years of working with a hosting or website builder. And there are a lot more things that I can do with hosting or website builder or with WordPress. But I found that the more complicated things can be, the more I'm like all into the design of the website instead of just focusing on the merch and on the marketing, which I feel are the more important parts. Because everything on Fourthwall is pretty basic and mobile friendly. Basically ticks off your boxes from the most basic level so people can focus on the actual message that you have to say and on the actual products that you have to sell. Now, my experience with Fourthwall. So when I first saw Fourthwall, I think it was from a channel of an anti-MLM YouTuber because I saw that she has some merch. She actually switched from Shopify to Fourthwall. I'm guessing, because it just doesn't cost her money now and it's much easier. And then I contacted Fourthwall and had a full talk with Vincent from Fourthwall, which has been amazing. He's the one who's helping content creators. And I really like the fact that he was having all this call with me on what I want to do. He didn't even have this call with me just to promote it on my channel, which I found to be very amazing. And the fact that they also have Printful integrated, and I don't really have to do anything, just to design stuff and get my money at the end of the month. And by do, I mean like all the receipts. People pay you, then you pay Printful or the supplier. So that was a very big relief for me. And to be honest, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my Fourthwall store. And the first shop that I opened was relating to Jewish merch. A lot of like symbols of the Jewish culture, a lot of blessings from the Bible, and a lot of merch for holidays. And that store didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't have anything promoting this merch before I got started. I was promoting it on Facebook groups, I was promoting it a little bit on Instagram, and a lot on Pinterest. And one thing that I did find to be super cool was the freebies aspect of Fourthwall. So if you create a digital download product and you pretty much price it with $0, it becomes a freebie. So I created a freebie wallpaper for my Jewish store and I posted it in some Jewish groups. And all of a sudden I looked into my Fourthwall shop and I had sales. Now, the thing that I had in mind was I'm going to create a freebie. People are going to come in and they want to buy the merch. But what actually happened was that at checkout, there was a donation button. So people who went in to get freebies, a lot of them actually donated money for the shop and they didn't even buy products. They just added like $3, $5, or $10 to a sale of a freebie just to support me as a content creator or as a shop creator in that niche, which was pretty epic. I did play around with Fourthwall a lot, trying to figure out what my next big project is going to be like. I had a phase where I was selling cow merch, which I really enjoyed, but I felt like I wasn't really committing to a niche and I didn't want to have a Fourthwall shop just for this channel. I thought about it a lot. I even started one, but then I realized you guys can design your own merch. So until I had a big project that I'm working on, I was kind of using Fourthwall for fun, but I was actually helping other creators set up their Fourthwall stores. For example, my ex, Misho, for those of you who know him from a lot of very funny product review videos, he has a channel called Rabbite Coding, which is ASMR coding tutorials, which is kind of cool. He goes somewhere in nature and just codes. And there is a sound, apparently ASMR is a thing. So he has a Fourthwall store where he sells a little bit of merch relating to coding, but also actual pieces of code as digital files. So he's using that as well. And I've seen a lot of content creators start using Fourthwall, and it really is the simplest way to start a print-on-demand store that is branded for you, but without all the hassle of receipts, GPSR, invoices, and all that. I haven't used the membership part because I had Patreon when I started with Fourthwall, and personally for me, the whole memberships or feeling like I'm obligated to give someone content because they're paying me was a bit stressful. I know I'm like dropping money on the table or leaving money on the table, however you want to call it. For me, I never saw the memberships as an option, but I might do that with my new plan and with my shop, blueprintreflections.com, which has a lot of informative pages in it, and it's targeting the human design niche and not the sub niche of a specific type, but the whole of human design. And I'm creating products for it, and it's been really, really fun just creating products for that niche that I come to know very much about. And I am going to have a YouTube channel specifically for that. And if I do have a YouTube channel for that and one day decide to go with memberships, I'm probably going to do my memberships on Fourthwall and not on YouTube, because I wouldn't want to rely on the YouTube algorithm or the YouTube funding from Google Ads when it comes to making money from memberships. I am planning on having more digital files up on Fourthwall and maybe even some audio files, I guess, for like meditations or some kind of podcast that people can buy. I'm not really sure. I have a very big plan in general, and I'm going to leave a link to that plan at the end of this video. But for now, I want to share some notes or some tips right before we wrap up this video, because it's long, man. It's been long. As I said at the beginning, the first thing you need to do when you start with a new platform is to set up your billing, and people forget to do that, and then they get stuck with not knowing how to do it, or finding out that your specific business or country is not supported by a specific method. So I really recommend doing that first. The second thing that I have to say for those of you who are coming from the print-on-demand world, when basically you go to your supplier, design the product, and then integrate them with your Shopify store, with your Etsy store, with your WooCommerce store, this is not the process with Fourthwall. Fourthwall is not connected to your Printful account in any way. So the products that you have on Printful cannot be imported. You create them on Fourthwall. It's a very important distinction because I've heard from people like, oh, I want to import my products from my Fourthwall store to my Etsy store. No, it doesn't really work like that. You're going to have a Printful account, but you don't have to have a Printful account if you want to have a Fourthwall one. Now, I do know that I have a lot to say on Fourthwall, and I will be making more and more videos. And of course, I already know some of the products that I'm using and their quality. So I created a page on my website, matetribe.com, that has all the information that I'm giving about Fourthwall, and I will leave a link to that page down below if you guys want to go check it out. And if you have questions regarding specific merch, regarding the platform itself, regarding my plan, please let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if there are going to be many questions, I'm just going to make a video answering those questions in a video because I feel like that is the easiest thing to do. I am thrilled to finally get this part out of the way of what is Fourthwall, and I do know that more tutorials are coming. I wanted to talk about the embroidery part with Fourthwall. I want to talk about creating products and also maybe share some updates on digital products that I'm working on. Now this video has been long, so it's going to come to an end, and I'm going to end it with 3 things. One, I'm going to remind you that there is a link down below in the description to join Fourthwall and get a little bit of money to test out your own products when you start a shop. 2, there is a video down below about how to sell digital downloads with Fourthwall. There was a full tutorial about that, as well as a link to blueprintreflections.com if you want to check out how my Fourthwall store looks like and the informative pages that I have on it. And 3, I'm going to leave you with a link on the screen right now to my plan when it comes to this Fourthwall store and a bunch of other stuff that are going to be included with making product or making content on Fourthwall and on different platforms. It's going to be on the screen somewhere right now, along with the full Fourthwall playlist. But with that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new or were at least entertained. And as usual, see you guys in my next video. Bye!